Well, listen, John, I just want to thank you. Like, we all fucking love you here in Ireland. Like, you get us excited about the fights, even when we don't give a shit about the fighters. So, so Sky Box Office needs to give him a raise.
I wish. I wish I'm getting dumb. I'll tell you one thing. My favourite gig is the gloves are off.
Yeah.
Now, the shit you don't see on TV is the juicy stuff. I always say we should put a camera in the studio for when they walk in. It's the stuff before they sit down, when they stood up. That to me, I'm like, oh my God, but we've got to cut so much out. And that's where I think it's such a great, great idea. The gloves are off. And it's a great way for for the fans to get excited and inspired and pick who they want and who's full of shit and who's not full of shit. And you'd see a different side to your Anthony Joshua's. You'd see a different side to your Deontay Wilders. You'd see a different side to your Dillian Whites, and you'd see what happened when the cameras were locked off when Dillian and Derek Chisora went at it. But it's a great, great vehicle. It's a great, great show.
Brilliant. No, I love it. And all the highlights from all the best episodes are up on YouTube right now.
Yeah, there they are. Yeah, they are. But get involved. And even if you're not a fan, just the drama alone, it's like watching a couple argue in a supermarket. You know, you're not supposed to be there, but you think, "Fuck, I've got to watch this," and that's the excitement.
That's exactly that's the cup we're going to go for. White versus Chisora was like a couple in the supermarket.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Listen, you don't understand that was to me that was just bedlam. The stuff that they had to cut it out. It was bedlam. Once the cameras went off, it was like two big bulls fighting on an ice ring, and all the security, they're all falling all over the place because there's water on the floor, and it just got ridiculous. But I tell you that the latest, funniest one was Anthony Joshua against Big Baby Miller. And now Anthony Joshua really, really disliked Baby Miller because Baby Miller was saying some naughty things about family, about personal stuff. And Baby Miller was constantly going on saying, "You're a drug cheat, to Anthony Joshua." And I remember I just had my hip done. So I was on crutches, and Baby Miller and Anthony Joshua were in the UK just for 2 days. So they said, "Johnny, you've got to come down." I'm on morphine, man. I'm on every drug going because I just had a hip replacement. So I'm at home. So I thought, I got to come off this stuff because you'd say my name, I'd start crying. I'm in bits. So I went down on crutches, down to the studio. And I walked in, and the director's like, "Oh my God, how are we going to do this? You're on crutches, John. If it kicks off, you're going to get battered." So I said, "Leave it to me." So I went into the dressing room of Big Baby Miller, and I said to Baby Miller, I said, because they tried to do a mock gloves are off in America for the zone. It lasted 8 minutes. Tables went up, they all stormed out. So I went into Big Baby Miller's dressing room, and so big units with him. So I said, "Listen," I said, "do me a favour. I'm on crutches, man. So if you try and hit Anthony Joshua over the table, make sure you don't miss because you're going to hit me, and I'm on crutches and I can't get out of the way. Just do me a favour. So if you're going to do it straight. Make sure you don't miss." So he started laughing a bit. And then I went to it, and then afterwards I went to AJ, and he asked me about my hip and everything. I said, "We good with this?" He said, "As long as the man doesn't lay his hand on me, we're good." We sat down to do the gloves are off. I said, "Boys, first, before we start, let's just keep the language clean." AJ went, "Fuck him." And I thought, all right, this is going to be good. Let's cut. Let's start again, boys. Boys, we can't use this. But it was funny, man. It was saucy. It did cut off, and unfortunately, the fight didn't take place. But that gloves are off was wicked.